today we have this problem number 2182 Leetcode named construct string with repeated limits. So the problem states that we are given a string s and an integer repeat limit. Construct a new string repeat limited string using the characters of s such that no letter appears more than repeat limit times in a row. You do not have to use all the characters of s, so it is not necessary to use each and every character of s at least once. Return the lexicographically largest repeat limited string possible. A string E is lexicographically larger, so this is the basically the definition of lexicographical order. So you can basically it means that said zebra is greater than apple. Okay, so now let's look at an example. So this is a input string as given to us, and repeat limit is 3. So the output is coming out to be this. Let's see how. So if we so basically we know that if we want to make an string lexicographically the largest, we have to sort it in descending order. That means the two z's should come at the first, and then the c's, and then the a. Okay, but the constraint given in this problem is that a character should not repeat more than 3 times in a row. So when you see there are two z present in the input string s, so we have two z in the output string, and there are four C's. But as we are given that an alphabet must not be present 3 times in a row, so only 3 times the C is coming and the fourth C is not coming in the output string. This is because that because of this constraint only. Okay, so we use three C's and then one A came and the another C came. This is the output string. Now look at the another example. So this So there are three B's and four A's, and the repeat limit is 2. So basically, none characters should repeat more than 2 times in a row. Okay, so for lexicographically greatest, first two B's come, third B cannot come as the repeat limit is given as 2. So the then an A came, then again an B because we have to make it lexicographically greatest. And then the three A's were remaining, but we used only two. You see, because this is because that we cannot the repeat limit is given as 2, so we cannot repeat a alphabet more than 2 times, and there is none other alphabet left other than A. So there are two options left at this point. After this B, after this much string, after this much string, only two options are left. We have three A's. Either we cannot put all three A's together because the repeat limit is given as 2. So we only put two A's, okay, and we do not have any other alphabet. We have only have A and B. The three A's cannot be put together, and B is already taken. So we leave one A. Okay. So I hope you got the intuition. You got the problem. So basically, what we are gonna do is we have to as we have to give the output string in lexicographically greatest manner. So we have to maintain the order of the alphabets present in the string as somewhere. So why not use priority queue? So here we have made a priority queue of characters and int, a pair of character and integer. Okay, which would basically hold the individual character of an input of the string and its frequency. Like here C and 4. Okay, like that Z and 2, A and 1. And then we have created a map basically for a hash table for counting the frequency. And this is the output string s, the output string result that will be returned. It is initially empty. So in this part you see that we have let me just disable it. Wait a sec. So you see that for this part the map I have basically I traverse the string, and for each string each alphabet I incremented its frequency. So the unordered map m is basically storing the frequency of each character. Now I traverse the map, and for each character, ITR dot first would be the character, ITR dot second would be its frequency. So for each character, I made a pair of a character and its frequency and pushed it into the priority queue. So basically, what would happen? The elements in the priority queue would be arranged in the order of the first alphabet. That means the greatest alphabet would be at the top, like Z Z comma 4 Z comma 2 would be at the top. Okay, then C comma 4 would be there, and then A comma 1 would be there. Okay, so this will be the order in which they will be stored in the priority queue. Now we will basically what we will do is just traverse the priority queue, take out the element, take out the character and the frequency at the top, which would be in this case, which would be dash Z. Character would be Z and frequency would be 2. And then we would pop it, and then we will check. We will check that if the frequency is less than this repeat limit. Okay, this means what? That the Z frequency is 2 here and the repeat limit is 3. So this means that we can directly append this character 2 times in the result string. So we will do that. We will for the frequency number of times, which is 2 for the character Z. We will add those characters Z into the result and simply move on. If in the else part, that would be the case that when the frequency of the character, let's suppose, then for the C, you see C's character frequency is 4, but repeat limit is given as 3. So the else part would be taken. So in this part, we can at max append the character 3 times. That is the repeat limit times. Okay. So in this loop, you see that I appended the character in the result as string at max what times? Repeat limit times, not more than that. Then what we have to do? Then we have to do is that take this character out from the. Uh, Let me just show you 1 second. You will understand like this better. Wait a second. Mm, Let me just show you. Like the string initial string was really given as this. That this is the initial string. So what we have frequency of Z is 2. So what would be the priority queue basically? It would be Z comma 2, and then it would be what? C comma 4, and then it would be A comma 1. So when the initial in the first iteration of this while loop, this element would be taken out. So we would get the frequency, get the character as now. Here I will write the new string, output string, which is initially empty. So that would be taken out, and its frequency is less than the repeat limit, which is given as 3. The repeat limit is given as 3 basically. So I would just append Z 2 times, and this would be popped. Now I have only these 2 elements in the priority queue. Now what I would do is this C would be taken out, and its frequency is 4, which is greater than repeat limit. So what I will do is for the repeat limit times, that is 3 times. I would append C. This would be the output string till now. And then what I have to do is just from the remove this from the priority queue. Sorry. Remove this remove this part from the priority queue. Then the priority queue would only contain this, which would be the largest character after C. You understand? So then what we'll do is take this character and append this one only one time. See what we have done here. See, auto next is equal to pq dot top, pq dot pop, and we have taken the next character and this frequency, and we have appended the next character only one time. So we have appended a one time. here a one time, and then what we'll do, we will check if its frequency is equal to 1, not equal to 1. That means if it is this frequency might be 2, then one time we have appended it over here, then only one of its frequency is left. But here the frequency is 1, then we need not to append it back to the priority queue. We would update its frequency. What we would do is, wait a second. So what I was saying that if this frequency might have been 2, then what we would do that we appended a one time, then we would update this frequency by 1 and insert it back into the queue. This, okay. But here the frequency is 1 only. So if we append a one time, then its frequency would become 0. Then there is no need to append this back into the queue. So we delete it basically. Okay. This is being done over here. And then what we do, we had removed this element from the queue initially. Now what we do, we just update its frequency, like we appended it 3 times over here. So put minus 3 from this, that would become what, 1. Insert this thing back into the priority queue. Now the next time what would have happened, only this would be the top of the element, this would be the C would be appended one time, and this would be pod. So this would be the output string, this would be the output string. This is the required solution right here, as you can see. So basically this is the concept. Thank you, please like the video.